Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Rings Go Global. Hope you're doing well. A lot has changed in the last 3 to 4 weeks, so I thought it was time to update you with how things are going, what's transpired. Obviously now we're here in Nairobi, Kenya. Been here for a couple weeks, a little more. But I wanted to kind of give you an update as to what's happened over the last 2 to 3 weeks. 2 weeks ago on the 11th of February, we packed up all of our goods into basically our entire life packed up into 12 pieces of luggage. There it is.
There is.
Our life in Jason's van. We had 2 pieces each. My mom came over, so that made 6 of us. That was a huge blessing and a joy to have her with us, helping out with the kids while we did our house hunting. We said goodbye to our friends, which was a very, very bittersweet time. At the airport, some people from church came and our staff prayed for us and gave lots of hugs, shed some tears. The hardest part is leaving people. The things, those can be replaced and purchased here. But people and relationships and community, that can't be replaced. So that was really difficult. But we got on the flight. Our first flight was delayed. The whole journey there was quite an eventful one. We got stuck in Dallas, of all places, because of weather. And so we stayed in Dallas for 24 hours. I had to check out, get a hotel room. We were bummed, but my awesome friend Eric Scott, back from childhood days, I just happened to be in Dallas. I called him up and he rode in like our knight in shining armor, scooped us up at the airport, put us up in a hotel, brought In-N-Out burgers for us to eat. If that's not Jesus shining his light down upon us, I don't know what is. Got on the flight the next day. It was delayed again, barely made our connection in London because of the continued issues with documents and paperwork, because our flight was pushed back a day, so then our documents weren't valid. The whole journey was really eventful, but the kids did amazing. The kids did phenomenal. But before we left the US, this is important, we had one last meal. That last meal was none other than Chick-fil-A. We almost shed some tears. Actually, the first emotional breakdown of any one of us here has been sweet Esther, who about a week ago was sobbing. And I said, "Sweetie, what's wrong?" She said, "I miss Chick-fil-A." And she cried for a good 15 minutes hysterically. I will be joining her probably within the next month or two, most definitely. Once we arrived, we had some friends pick us up at the airport late. We got in around midnight. It was pouring down rain, and we got to our house, which is an Airbnb, about 30 minutes away, around 1-ish, 1:30. Finally, everybody cleaned up and tucked away for the night by 3 a.m. But the kids did amazing. They were rock stars. They took the trip in stride, and we were so just blessed that they did so well on the long, nearly 3-day journey from beginning to end. Since arriving, it's been go, primarily house hunting, trying to figure out where we're going to settle down, where we're going to do life. And that has been an emotional and exhausting process, to be honest with you, because there are a lot of things to think about. One thing that has been so cool is the Airbnb we're staying at is right near a preschool. We're right in this community on these dirt roads, and the kids come by every day asking for Ada and for Esther and for Ezra by name. They want to read books, go for walks, and the kids love it. They love the attention. Surprisingly, Esther, I thought, would get tired of her blonde curly hair being stroked by dozens of kids, but she seems to enjoy the attention, and Ezra welcomes it as well. Ada's a little more hesitant, but overall they have been amazing and enjoyed getting to know our neighbors here. Obviously we'll be moving soon, but temporarily they have thoroughly enjoyed getting out, walking the streets and seeing what's going on, finding baby chickens to pick up and hold. My mom came out and joined us to help watch the kids while Sarah and I focused on getting a lay of the city, looking for homes. That was an absolute blessing, and a huge shout out to you, Mom. I love you. I know it was a special time, and I can't wait to welcome you back with the rest of the family.
Off they go, in search of tomatoes.
Got to go on a short little safari with Mom, which was really, really special. Before she took off, saw some lions, saw some giraffes, rhinos, hippos, zebras, buffalo, all that fun stuff. And there was an animal orphanage connected to the entrance of the park. If any of you guys know my daughter Ada, you know that she has been an absolute huge fan of cheetahs since she was 2 and has impersonated a cheetah. Okay, I'm not sure if you can impersonate an animal, but she's done that for 4 or 5 years. They just happened to have a cheetah at this orphanage, and so she got to go in and see the cheetah, not inside the gate, but to feed the cheetah, which was an absolute huge highlight for her. Haven't had a chance to do a ton of work with the Longsiders yet because of the craziness of trying to find a home and get settled. I did get to go to Kibera slum, which is, if you do some research, a really, really interesting place. It's supposedly the largest urban slum in Africa, with reports of 500,000, some say 1 million people in a square mile. It sounds crazy, but once you visit it, it's overwhelming. There's a lot of need, physical need, spiritual need as well, as there are in a lot of places. But I got to go and meet some of the Longsiders that are there working, mentoring, discipling other youth, and sharing the love of Christ with them in a dark place. It was so encouraging, so inspiring just to meet these guys. And one of our friends, MC Popo, his name is, that leads the charge there. An amazing man, amazing leader with a passion for youth, discipling them, living and working in this place. Can't wait to do more and learn more with them as we go. One thing you can be praying for sure. Some of you probably have heard, on the flight over, the last flight, I woke up from a nap and all hearing to this left ear was gone. It was weird, and normally you swallow or you try to pop your ears and it comes right back, but it never did. And I was told that it could take a couple of weeks, and doing a lot of research, it said the same thing. And so I waited, it didn't come back, and went to a specialist, ENT specialist yesterday, and who sent me for a hearing exam. And she said that there's a good chance it may not come back since I waited too long. But we also serve a really big God, and we're not going to accept that news. So it's been challenging because I get dizzy very easily. Things can spin if I move too quickly. Sometimes it creates nausea, and then just hard to tell where sounds are coming from because I only have sound coming from this ear. Another thing is when Sarah says, "Why aren't you listening to me?" I can say, "You're talking to my bad ear." So I'm not sure how long that will work for me, but I'll give it a go. So we would ask you to be praying with us on that, because we know that God is more than able to heal and to do miracles, and we're believing that it's just going to be restored. It may just take time. We'll be starting treatments, steroid treatments tomorrow to see if it can help restore the hearing of the ear, and having weekly screenings to test to see if it's improving. We'll be praying for that. Also, in other big news, we did sign a lease on a home, which is amazing. It actually comes complete with its own climbing wall, aka security safety bars. It's beautiful. It's roomy for guests and visitors, so everyone wants to come over and visit. There's a room for you. A place that we feel is safe. It's in a great location, close to Ada's school and fairly close to my office. And it's going to be a place of peace and relaxation, and hopefully a sanctuary for our family amidst the craziness of the city, the big city here. So we love you. That's all for now. Let me know if you have any questions. Like and subscribe to the channel at Rings Go Global, and we hope to talk to you soon. God bless. Bye.